So soon I'll be able to have a birthday anniversary, and invite all of my friends and associates into my metaverse, and we can party online. Is that the way I want?
That would be the case. And I want to tell everybody that you're doing that now. You're just operating in Internet 2.0. So think about Facebook. Right now, you're on Facebook Live. You've just invited people into your metaverse.
Right.
In real time.
So, hey, welcome everybody to our metaverse. Yo.
Yes, we're doing it right now. We just don't realize that we're doing it. And so because it's 2.0, meaning that we can't have any feeling really with it and it doesn't seem real. But when you start going into that world,
wow.
The same way you go into this world right now, you know how some people, their Facebook page you like to go to because they're more entertaining and they, you're going to their land in Decentraland, but it's just on Facebook land. The difference is that it's not an NFT and they don't own it.
Wow. So it seems like a very, very, I wouldn't even use the word interesting, but a very special time to be alive.
Yes.
And we can grasp and take advantage of this phenomenon really that's taking place, then life really can take on a new dimension. Because what I'm hearing coming from you is the metaverse represents another dimension that we are not accustomed to. So we're practically leaving out of this physical realm and moving into something a lot more faster, something that moves faster, and something that is extraordinary. How would you say that in a much more intelligent way?
So we're just entering another dimension of the internet and of virtual reality, which is from 2.0 to 3.0. So you're going from web 2.0 right now, which is what we operate on, to web 3.0. And I'll talk about that. Let me pull up my presentation. And
absolutely.
Okay, so I talk about this in here about the cryptocurrency investor mindset. And I talked about emotional intelligence. And, I get the question all the time, especially with the market down right now. And, should I sell? Should I buy? Should I, what is going on? And so, if you're comfortable swing trading, then, you can swing trade and you can, if you notice right now, there's a gap between where Bitcoin is landing from 37 back down to 34, 37. So if you're comfortable doing that, then you have to know that you have the freedom to do that. But also know that typically when we start, if you don't have your portfolio set up in buckets, when you start moving your coins, you typically don't move them back to where they were before, to what you had before. And some of the blue chippers that you're going to lose on the way back up, because the market is going to go back up. So you just have to have emotional intelligence. And as I talked about, not necessarily being attached to the price, but more so looking at the projects of the coins that you're invested in, the utility behind them, because that gives you the confidence and the belief that you need in order to get crypto rich. When I talked about locating yourself, also, I talked about that gives you the confidence and belief. Like when I go to the conferences and I see who's getting involved in cryptocurrency and who's playing in the space and the technology that's being built around blockchain and so forth, and some of these projects, I continue to get more confidence and belief, because I know that this is not going anywhere, and that there's too much money and attention being put in this space for me to leave it alone, abort mission, and come back a couple years later and say, you know what, I wish I had some of that and I sold it at this, or I wish I would have, stayed with it. I gave up too soon. it didn't happen like I thought. And so, you know, typically what happens is we run out of energy because we don't have the proper education, information, and mastermind team that allows us to execute properly on our investor strategy. So that goes back to the question of your fundamentals that I want to say about that. This is the book that you asked me about, the cover of the book. So this is the book, Unlock the Metaverse and Digital Land. My previous, I was a real estate investor as well. And so I told myself that there was no way that I was going to participate in cryptocurrency and not participate in this digital land rush, because just like it was a gold rush, there's a digital land rush happening right now, because just like there's only a certain amount of land that is available in the physical world, there is only a certain amount of land that's available in the digital world as well.